Well, GM, G,
To the
M. Great morning, my friends. DJs, Diamond Hand fam, Forging Fuel crew, super soldiers, one percenters, pioneers, pivoters, pursuers, builders, brothers and sisters, hermanos y hermanas, mamas y papas, anyone I may have left out, and anyone in between. Welcome back, and welcome into the best way to start your day. It's time to get fired up at Forging Fuel.
baby.
Wow! Clearly, Mr. Producer's ready to rock and roll. I'll tell you about him here in just a moment after I tell you that I am your humbled, honored, and clearly always hyped host, Colton Capp Swirl One. And I can't thank you enough for choosing to stop by, hang out with me and my guys, and dive down some motivational and inspirational rabbit holes unlike any other. Now, my friends, before we go any further, allow me to be the first to tell thee that on this beautiful Friday, nay, fantastic Friday, nay, fabulous, nay, fantabulous Friday, December the 20th, 2024, We are here live for episode 634, and I hope you're ready to wake up like never before. Because we got more vibes, more vibration, more inspiration, more motivation, and more high quality conversation coming your way over the course of the next hour to hour and a half or so. Then you're going to know what to do with, baby. But my friends, before we officially get the old perspective train steaming on down the tracks of change. Sorry, brain's still working on English this morning, still waking up and coming off of the pre-show vitamins. I'll tell you what, that was a hit and a half. Who's to say, who's to know? But before we officially get this old train steaming on down the tracks, maybe you could take a quick moment and find it in that big old heart of yours to smash that subscribe button on whatever platform you're currently adjusting the Forge of Fuel podcast on. If you are watching on YouTube, you might as well hit that notification bell right down there as well, so you never miss the start of a live show or any additional content dropping here on the channel. If you're enjoying this morning's program on YouTube, you might as well hit that like button as well. Maybe it helps the algo get to going and flowing on the old tube of the U variety. Maybe you're enjoying the show on Rumble this morning. If so, hit a subscribe over there, turn on your notifications, and hit a like button to help that algo get going and flowing. And maybe you're not a fan of the tubes. You're not a big purveyor of the Rumble. Maybe you find yourself where the truth lies. Maybe you enjoy yourself the old X app. Shout out Mr. Musk. Maybe you are over there enjoying this show, this fine program over on the X app this morning. And if so, hit a like. Hit a repost. Hell, maybe even hit a quote post. Let the people know on the X timeline why you tuned in live in prime time to Forge and Fuel this morning. And last but certainly not least,
If you are listening to the show on your favorite podcast directory, like Apple, Spotify, or maybe even Amazon Music, maybe you could go ahead and give us a follow right now, or maybe hit that 5-star rating, or quite honestly, just hit or smash the absolute shit out of whatever buttons are currently located on your screen, as it only helps us grow and flow on all those platforms as well.
as for all of you beautiful human beings tapped in, tuned in live in prime time, remember you can also get live in the chat on X, on Rumble, on YouTube as well. But maybe you're listening to the recording. Maybe you didn't have time to tune in live in prime time, and you're sitting here saying, well, then what do I need to hit these buttons for? I'm not live. I don't need to help the algo go and flow. Well, rude. Nonetheless, don't be rude, like 45 and 47 said. But nonetheless, maybe this show still makes you laugh. Maybe this show still makes you cry. Maybe this show still makes you think. Maybe it gives you some perspective where you go, oh, I ain't ever thought of it that way before. Wow, that's going to help me start to thrive instead of just survive in this thing called life. Well, if so, don't be a hoe, share the show, be a friend, tell a friend, let somebody know, and we will proceed with this morning's program. My friends, you've heard a few sounds going around town here this morning. Oh, yeah! But you've only seen my face, and my hands are up here. And let me make clear, I'm not the one hitting the buttons. So that must mean that Mr. Producer, Derek DZ Snow, DEEZY's in the building, ready to go. Shout out D's, my man. Give me a smile one time. Come on, give me a smile. Why ain't you smile? Ah, there you go, you chicken sucker. Shout out DEEZY. Sometimes, boy, he be getting so in his zone, his eyebrows down there touching. He just be looking, he's just so in the damn zone, wanting to just crush the fucking show. Hey, just come on, man, relax in my eyebrows. Smile a little bit. Who's to know? Shout out, Mr. Producer. And, you know, this show wouldn't be what it is if there wasn't another man here with us. A downright dog. You know, this guy here, he is the fire to my ice, the yin to my yang, the forge to my fuel. A man who always has a plan, usually a traveling plan, and going to complete a mission in some foreign land. But this morning, he is back from the foreign land in the HQ. You might ask yourself, what HQ? Well, the HQ of the Grandpa Ape Country Club, where he is the founder and owner. The lead pro on the GACC greens, if you will. What? He's also a professional DJ. with a wide-ranging musical catalog that he might just be busting open tonight, and he might take one record and slap it on that deck, the other record and slap it on that deck, and begin to swirl them around and around and around into one song, and you say, holy shit, that turned my frown upside down. How did he do that? Making him a human iPod.
What?
A purveyor of positive vibes.
What?
Curator of high-level energies.
What?
A certified PLP pusher.
What?
My friend's the jet plane flying.
What?
McLaren driving.
What?
Rolex rocking.
What?
Jesus peace dangling.
What?
Sweet James Jones himself.
What?
The president of St. Louis, Missouri for only a few short more weeks.
Oh, yeah!
The one, the only.
With an emphasis on the one.
What?
He's DJ Swirl One. Or Swirl One. Great morning, Swirl One.
Hey, I'm amazing. You can call me Richie Valens. Look at the
Hey,
waves, man. I'm
you-
telling you.
Little-
Hey,
little
Richie!
puppy.
It's
Little
me,
puppy.
bro. I haven't had my hair cut in like a month, but I'm going today. So I'm going to be looking fresh, man. You can't even see, like, I have no fade left, man. I'm telling you. I don't even know what to do with myself. I don't know what to do with my hands. You had your hands up. I was like, then you start talking about, the Rolex watch. I'm like, I'm not even wearing a watch, rings, nothing. I'm like, oh, man.
Dude, where's
Do
my
I even have my Jesus piece on? Oh, of course I do. Because you already know what that is. Oh, my gosh. TGIF. Oh, my gack, I should say. Because it is Thank Grandpa, it's Friday, and I am fired up. Episode 634 right here in your front door. Maybe it's on your radio device. Maybe it's on your headphones you might be plugged into right now, but we appreciate you showing up. Thank you to everybody who's already, look, this chat is popping. I mean, just going nuts over here. I'm ready to rock. It is going to be a beautiful day. You know why? Because I got up, I got the gift of these two eyes popping up like that. You know what you could do, though? This right here, this little device, sends out signals, and you can send out a PLP style signal. Oh, man, picked a bad day to learn how to talk. Oh, my God.
English as hard as you as it is for me.
Oh,
this
my
morning,
geez.
All
I
right.
don't even know. Let me say that again. You could send out the signal and let people know that this here show is on go. Oh, bro, you have no idea. If I didn't do this would come down. It would be all that is just, you have no idea. You know, when I dye my hair and I get done, that's what it looks like right there. Just
Tell me that's not DJ Swirl One live on your screen. Who's to say, who's to know? Right there, live in prime time.
No
friends.
idea, man. I'm telling you. But you know what? I do have some of this here. Some of this.
Hey,
water.
guess what I got?
Oh, hey, the best.
I
water
snuck
in
in
the
your
world.
house. I snuck in your house while you were gone and took a couple.
That's okay.
bottles.
I'm cool with it. It's
No
all right.
problem.
Hey,
Cool.
still looking for that sponsorship there, Fiji.
Anytime you're ready. I mean, nobody else drinks
Yeah.
Fiji like this. Who's to say?
Nobody
who's to know?
drinks it like we do. I'm telling you. And
Yeah.
I also have the cup is JB because all it holds is JB.
Whoa.
You know what I mean? So
And don't tread on me.
bam, there it is.
Woo.
See?
Woo.
Man, I tell you, shout out Delta yesterday who served up some pretty good coffee at 30,000 feet. I tried to find the curvature.
Yeah.
I promise you. Oh, I brought something for you because I thought, you know what? Let me just make sure that everybody knows I was really trying to find it because when you really
got a
try to
bunch
find
of curvature. Why don't you
I
text it
tried
to me?
to.
You,
There
oh,
it
dude.
is.
I'll pull that. Wow, there's no curvature there. But dude, you can just text that to me. I'll pull it up on the screen. I'll put it up on the
Oh,
screen.
wow. Check this out.
Yeah.
We're awesome here.
Or email it to me. Email it to me. Or either one,
already
whichever
sent
one.
the text.
That's
I
fine.
already
That's
sent
fine.
it.
That's fine. That's fine. That's okay.
You're
That's
asking me
okay.
for
We'll
a
pull it
lot
up
right
on the
now in live time. Live
Hey,
prime
and
time.
you're asking me for a lot. I gotta pop this up on your
Oh,
screen.
oh.
I'm just kidding. I want to do
Hold
this.
on. Mail.
Bam. Actual
to-
size. I'm already sending it. It's okay. I'm already sending it. It's all right, everybody. Live podcasting because I want you guys to
Anyway, go back to what I was saying.
Yeah, you talk and I'll get this up.
Yeah,
Don't
you do your thing. So I've got my
Hi,
JB.
Matilda.
I've got my Fiji here. I have got my great attitude on. I put my beautiful face on today. Do you guys see it? Yeah, that doesn't mean like I have any makeup, but I'm just smiling. I don't know. So we were talking about DZ a little while ago. And I've seen him. He's like, but he means well. Like he's really like it's all coming out. He's trying to make it happen. And me, if you look at me and I'm in the background, I'm usually like, and making faces and doing different things. And so there's totally two different worlds going on in the back of this here show. So when the green room's going on, DZ's over there like this, and I'm like over there bouncing off the wall like Ricochet Rabbit. He looks at me in the morning like, dude, how do you do this? I get up, I'm like, hey guys, what's up? He's like, wow, you're way awake right now. Way too awake for me, he says. I can see it in his face every time I see him back there. Yeah, there it is. That's
not a whole lot of curve going on down there. Not a whole lot of curve going on down. Maybe take away the banner for the ticker for half a second, D's, because it's cutting off a little bit of it. I want to see. Yeah, there we go. Not a lot of curve going on out there.
Yeah.
I don't know. Who's to say, who's to know? I mean, you be the judge, my friends, but
bro, I was pretty high up there and in a plane.
Yeah. Huh. Who's to say, who's to know? Hey, having a little toklers up there, huh? Who's to say, who's to know?
I'm glad you picked that up right there. That was pretty good.
Yeah, who's to say, who's to know? There's your view from about 35,000 feet, cruising altitude there. Who's to say, who's to know? Doesn't look like much of a curve, and Swirl One continues to come to the flatter side show by show. So, man, I bet Teddy's got a little tear in his eye right now.
I don't even think he's in here right now, but he'll pick it up later when he watches the show.
Yeah, I'm sure he will. Oh my God. No, wait. I got him? I brought him over? Oh, my gosh. He might call an emergency podcast tomorrow. He might cancel this week's guest and bring us on again. Who's to know?
No, this week's guest is Malka, isn't it?
That's next week. I don't know who this week is. 2 weeks was Malka. I don't know who this week is. But yeah,
bro, I don't know. They all run together.
Everything's the same. It's all this. It's all here. It's all there. Hey, speaking of being on a plane, Swirl One. I like to scroll through the timeline. Well, not necessarily the timeline, the vidges, right? As I mentioned on Facebook, I got my algo tailored pretty good because something Facebook does, if you go to their video section, you can say, plus, show me more of this, or minus, get this shit out of my algorithm. And it literally lets you just tailor the shit out of it. So all I see is morning laughs, reactions, motivation, inspiration, and red pills. That's all I see. It's just a cycle all the time. And I'm watching yesterday, just scrolling through. I'm just, I'm consuming, trying to produce, figuring out what we're having on this show. Maybe there's some clips I'll post later today.
I sent you something.
Hey. Maybe we bring some of those to this. Maybe I liked a few of them. Swirl One, who's say, who's no. But I come across this video here on Facebook, and I began to have this feeling in my stomach, when you laugh so damn hard that your abs tighten up, that it feels like you're working out, that you almost have to get down on the floor and begin to crawl on all fours and laugh so damn hard you can barely breathe. I said, by golly goodness, this is the exact thing that we need for the show. Swirl One's going to resonate. Everybody else is going to resonate. This one right here. Woo-hoo! Joining us this morning is a young man you may or may not know, but he goes by the name of Chris D'Elia. He is a stand-up comedian, one of my favorite stand-up comedians, by the way, a podcaster, entrepreneur, into fitness. He's a guy that thinks like us, and he is a funny chicken sucker. And this morning, he is here to air out his complaints on why the hell are we giving free seats to the fatties on airplanes.
The thing on Southwest Airlines, the fat people, they get the fucking extra seat for free now.
Oh, wait. Pause it. Videos are messing up. Take it away. Hold on. We'll bring it back. That's us. That's on us. I got to take away all these videos real quick. We're having that glitching things that happens. We ain't doing that. I'm nipping that bullshit in the bud right off. All right, here we go. Rock and roll.
The thing on Southwest Airlines, the fat people, they get the fucking
Why? Don't do that. Oh, this son of a...
Challenge is live in prime time.
All right. Just some minor.
Send it to me. I'll play it.
Yeah. We can pop up a picture just like that. But all right, come on. I might have to reset. If this one doesn't work, Swirl One, you're going to have to smile and banter for a half a second. I'm going to reset my connection and I'll be back live in prime time.
I'm okay with it. I've got a story about this thing, so it doesn't bother me a bit.
All right, here we go.
So
Hold
Thing
on.
on Southwest Airlines, fat people, they get the fucking extra seat for free now?
Yes.
They won. They won. They fucking won. Ding, 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 yay, winner. That's what fucking happened, dude. They kept stuffing their fucking faces. They got too fat, and then the airlines caved. They were just like, all right, just give them a fucking another seat, dude. We can't charge them. You know who they're charging? Ah!
Damn it.
The money doesn't go away. Hey.
You can't listen to comedy when it skips. You can't listen to comedy on a skip. So one, tell your story for half a second. I'm going to reset my connection. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Half a second. Live and
So it's really funny. So I was getting on a plane, and it was a Southwest plane. This was about 5-6 months ago. And I go to sit down, and I'm like last on the plane, really, because I had meetings, all these different things were happening. So as I get to the plane, I'm literally this last person. I think there might have been one person behind me that was trying to find their ticket or something. So I get in there, and obviously, as you guys know, when it's full, you look around, it's so awkward. You're the last person, everybody's waiting on you, nobody's looking at you. It's Southwest, there's no first class, so everybody's acting like it. And then all of a sudden, I go and there's a seat open, and it's on the aisle. I love aisle seats. I'm like, what's the flipping chances there's an aisle seat open? I'm like, yes. So I turn the corner to go sit down, and there is this lady there. And oh yeah, definitely land yacht sitting there, and I was like, holy shit. I'm like, I was like, well, I'm going to go ahead and do it. And I go to see, she goes, sir, I have this seat. It was given to me. And I was like, so what, you're sitting here or you're sitting there? She goes, they're both mine. And I looked at her, and I looked up, and everybody in the whole place looked at me because I was the last one. They were waiting for me to sit down. So now all of a sudden it's stupid awkward. And I look at her, and there's plenty of room for me to sit because I'm not that big of a dude. Was not having it. The Southwest lady says, oh, no problem. Come back. And it took me to the very back of the plane where I got a middle seat in between two of those kind of people that did not have their own seats. I don't know how she did it and they didn't, but it made for a very awkward, horrible plane ride. Let me tell you.
Who's to say? Who's to know? Jeepers creepers! What the hell? What a story!
Maybe it didn't have the effect, but I tell you, it felt pretty bad. I didn't like it at all. That was not fun.
That doesn't feel great. That doesn't feel great at all. All right, let's try this again. Yeah, I think it might be fixed. I think we should be good to go. Who's to say? Who's to know? I hope it didn't mess up the show. I feel like we lost a bunch of viewers there. I don't know what happened. I hope it didn't mess anything up.
You kicked him off, bro, when you disappeared.
Did I? Did I really? You think so? I don't know. Who's say? Who's to know? All right, away we go.
Southwest Airlines, fat people, they get the fucking extra seat for free now.
Work! Damn it! Work!
They won. They won. They fucking won. Ding, 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 yay, winner. That's what fucking happened, dude. They kept stuffing their fucking faces. They got too fat, and then the airlines caved. They were just like, all right, just give them a fucking another seat, dude. We can't charge them. You know who they're charging? Us! the money doesn't go away. Someone has to pay it. It's gonna be more expensive for us now. I'm out there jogging, running, lifting weights, keeping fit.
Yeah.
I gotta pay more for this seat because fucking
everywhere though.
Ding, 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 ding. I get free seats. What's next? You get 2 free seats? 3 free seats? You're gonna have a big fat guy with his own plane? Fuck it. And for everyone else, fucking tickets are gonna be $7 million. For everyone else. You're gonna get so fat, you're gonna have to learn how to fly a plane because the pilot's gonna have the seat. He says, give me your seat too. Fuck. I won. I just get up there, eat the plane. Oh, this has got out of hand. You know, I'm gonna post this. I can't wait to see the fucking comments under this one.
Yeah, I don't know why the videos are messing up, but you get the gist.
Okay, I got the gist of it that time. That was pretty funny. And that's hilarious to me. I love to see when people just call out legitimate BS. And I'm just going to call this. I don't think it's because, hey, they caved. I think they just looked at it and said, look, these planes got weight limits, dude. That's 2 people right there. If we don't do this right, we're going to be way overweight. So just give them 2 seats, bro.
Who's to say? Who's to know? Who's to say? Who's to know? All right, I was just making sure everything's still good with the show after I reset my connection. All right, we're still good. Doggone it. All right, hopefully that fixes itself by the time, we have a whole segment that's based on watching clips.
That's the worst thing that happens to us all day. We're doing pretty fucking good.
We'll be all right. No problem. It is just kind of a little bit of a thorn in the old side, though. It's like, that kind of sucks. The only thing we need is just the videos to be able to play, and they don't want to play. So hopefully, hey, everybody cross both your fingers like Swirl One. And, we'll get through this first segment, and hopefully everything will be all good by the second segment when it comes to the vidges. And speaking of, perfect timing to get into that first segment. Ooh, and boy, am I excited about this one. We've been referencing this a lot. We've been talking about this a lot, but it has been a hot minute since I have talked about it myself. So my friends, get out them. Actually, you'll need the notebooks and the pens and pencils in a little while.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
But here to kick things off, you're just going to need to open your ear holes wide as we slide into your first segment of the day. It's time to do a little filing down and get a little sharper, baby, as we get into Friday morning's Sharpening Session. Alrighty then, I didn't even notice you had some Christmas trees going on back.
Oh, yeah, and they're interactive.
Oh, there's lights everywhere. Watch out. Holy shit. Here we are back live in prime time. A festive bunch we are here on this screen for your first segment of the day, your Sharpening Session here on episode 634, baby. If you're just joining the show, December the 20th, 2024, and it's time to wake up like never before. If you don't know, you won't know. Maybe you didn't check the title of the show. Maybe you didn't see the thumbnail. Maybe you got no clue what we're talking about. So let me be the first to get the up to date and up to speed. This morning, we're going to be speaking about the red balloon theory. The red balloon theory, or maybe as you will hear it referenced a little later on, maybe the lead balloon theory. But I like to call it the red balloon theory. Because there was this, it doesn't really matter why I call it red, but you'll find out as the story goes on. But this morning, it's not going to be typical to what you usually get. And I need you guys to put everything down and take a moment to just be in this present moment right here, right now, this moment. And if you're driving your car, obviously don't just stop everything. Don't just close your eyes, because I'm going to ask you to close your eyes here in a minute and really focus on this. But don't do that if you're driving down in rush hour traffic, or maybe if you got to work. Just listen, right? But be real present here. This one takes being present in the moment. So, my friends, this is the return of the red balloon theory, and I know we have a lot of new viewers, people who definitely haven't heard this, and even those who now consider themselves OGs of the Diamond Ham fam that haven't even heard this story, and maybe have heard me or Swirl reference it. And like, what are they talking about? I love that perspective, but what the hell? I want to know more. So, my friends, this morning, I want you to come to center. I want you to come to the present moment. I want you to take a moment. If you can, close your eyes. If not, just be here now. Don't be running all over left, right, and center in your thoughts. Your thoughts got to be right here, because I'm going to set a little bit of a visual image for you, if you will, a mental image in your mind. Excuse me. I'm going to tell you a little story. So if you'd like to close your eyes now, and I want you to envision that you've been walking up this hill, and you've been trudging, hiking. It's a nice grassy hill. It's not a big old tall mountain. It's just a nice little hill. You're out on a nice little hike, and you get to the top of this hill and you realize it's pretty flat up there. It's not an immediate up then down. You get up and you kind of start to walk along this flat plane. And as you're walking along this flat plane, you finally get to the downslope of the hill. And you notice at the top, the peak of this hill, as you're looking down the opposite side, you notice that there's a beach down there. And you notice that there's the water. And it's almost the most crystal clear, blue, beautiful water you've ever seen. The waves gently crashing against the shore. The sand is this almost brilliant white. You've never seen sand. It almost looks like you could just fall into it like it's memory foam. It's the most beautiful sand you've ever seen in your life. And you start to analyze the beach. And you notice a little cabana with some white drapes drifting in the wind, almost as if it's dancing, welcoming you in. And as you start to observe more of the scene, you notice that the downslope on the hill in front of you is a nice grassy plain as well. And in the middle of some of the overgrowth is a nice path. And this path leads from the top of that hill all the way down to the beach. All the way right to that cabana. As soon as you get off that path, boom, you're right there. And you think to yourself, boy, I'd love to go sit on that cabana. That looks about the best cabana I'd ever had in my life. There's a bed down there. It looks like there might be some food down there. Oh man, it looks like there might be some good stuff in that cabana. Oh, I'd like to go down there. So you get up in it all up in your mind that you're going to start walking down that path and you're going to go to where you believe you need to go. You're going to go to that cabana. You go to make your first step and, oh, you can't take a step. It feels like something's tugging you, holding you back. You can't even get that foot down. So you stop. Plant your two toes in the ground again. You become present. You look down at the path and you put one foot forward. You go to take the step, but ooh, something pulls you back. You're not able to walk down the path. So you do a little more assessing. Can't really figure it out. You don't know what's going on. You don't know what's holding you back. So you try to take one more step with the other leg down that path and something still pulls you back. So you begin to assess what's going on with you. What's happening? Where are these things coming from? What's going on? And you assess head to toe. And you don't see anything attached anywhere until you start to feel around your waist. You start to pat your chest and your stomach and your belt loops. And all of a sudden, as you put your hand around to the back, as you're feeling your belt, you feel this string. You say, what the world is that? What? I didn't tie no string behind me today. What's going on? And you begin to bring this string around to the front. And you notice that this string is attached to your belt loop. And on the opposite end of the string is a red balloon. And they're drifting in the breeze. As you let go of the string, you now notice the red balloon attached to your belt loop that has just been ever so gently drifting in the breeze right behind you. And you wonder if that's it. Is that what's holding me back? This simple red balloon. What the world? So you go to take another step while keeping your eyes on that red balloon. You look at the path. You look back at the red balloon. You go to take that step and it stops you again. And you realize now that the red balloon is what is stopping you from being able to walk down that path. So you begin to analyze the red balloon. You look a little closer. You bring it into your vision a little bit more and begin to look inside of the balloon. And you realize swirling around inside is depression, anxiety, fear, inability to pay bills, confusion about the future, arguments with your significant other, lack of sleep, lack of health, inability to stay physically fit, inability to stay disciplined. all the things that have been holding you back are in that red balloon. And you realize, my goodness, these things are so small in the scope of world problems, I don't even hardly remember them half the time. But as soon as I bring them into my vision right here in this red balloon, I remember them all. And I can't move with them all attached to me. So you begin to figure out, how are you going to get rid of this red balloon? When luck would have it, that you begin to pad around that belt loop again, and you got a pair of scissors in your front pocket. You reach in your front pocket and you pull out those scissors. You grab that string of that balloon and you look at all those anxieties and fears and worries and depressions one more time. And you cut that string. You watch the balloon drift off into the distance. And it slowly drifts, and you look back to the beach and you see the cabana and you think, wait, oh, the red balloon. You look back, and just as you had looked at the cabana and looked back, the red balloon is gone. Now, there is just a little remnant of a string on your belt loop. It's still there. The anxieties, the fears, the depressions, but they're long gone as well. You still know about them, but they're not weighing you down. And now you can move forward. The balloon is gone, and now you go to take one step, and whew, it actually works. And another step, and another step, and another, and eventually you get down to that beach and down to that cabana, and you realize that it is the most beautiful bed, memory foam, satin sheets that you've ever seen. I'm talking the pillows are like clouds. They got your favorite snacks, that charcuterie board right there on the side. They got a record player jamming your favorite tunes. I mean, the beach, the waves just crashing ever so gently just to give you a little ambiance. The best place you've ever been in your life. You begin to drift off to sleep as you sit down on that cabana. And you realize that the worries, the depressions, the fears of the world never mattered anyway. So, my friends, that is the red balloon theory. But what's the moral of the story? If you haven't put two and two together, the only way that you can get to the things that you truly want in this life is to remove all the things that you don't want. Sometimes it's not about adding, rather about subtracting. It's about letting go of those things that you know are holding you back. The thing that you should change, you could change, you would change, but you just decide not to every single day. And I'll leave you with this. You gain control in this life by letting go. How do you gain control? By letting go. The less that you try to white knuckle your way through everything, the less that you hold on to the depressions, the anxieties, the worries, the fears, the less that you try to make everything work out your way, the more it's going to work out for you. You just have to let go. You have to stop trying to put everything in its right place and put square pegs into round holes, and you just have to let the round pegs find the round holes, as crazy as that sounds. Let go of all the pressure. Let go of all the drama, let go of all the anxiety, all the fear, all the shit, and move forward into peace, into presence, into the future. That, my friends, is your red balloon theory. DJ Swirl One, any new thoughts since the last time we've talked about this here?
You know, it's interesting because I still love this whole story, and I think a lot of people in life, they are always carrying that balloon and they don't even realize it's there or why it's there, what happened to it and how it got so big. And you know, it reminds me of a time, and I just was actually talking to somebody. I actually referenced this person. I think it was last week when I talked about the person that didn't quite jive with me at first, but by the end of the day, we were talking about some things, and he was talking about my old hometown. Albuquerque, New Mexico, they had the hot air balloons down there, and they do it once a year. And it's one of the coolest things that you'll ever see. As a matter of fact, it was such a big deal that Kodak had it as the International Balloon Fiesta with their name on it. And every time you go, at one point, if not still, is the most photographed event in the world, from what I've been told. So I don't know if that's true or not, but it was at one point. And every time you would get there was just this feeling of lightness, and there was this crispness in the air as you were sitting there watching these balloons go off every I don't know, 5 minutes, you'd see 300 or 400 go up. I mean, there's 1,000 balloons literally on any given day that would go up in the morning, and they would go up just from right about sunup to maybe about an hour after sunup, and then they would just kind of hang out in the air until they would come back down. It was always something so special about that time. I love that time in Albuquerque because of the fact that it does bring a very lightness to the air. One of the things you'll know about those hot air balloons, they don't do anything but use hot air to go ahead and lift them or to propel them. They have this big gas torch, if you will, on the bottom of them, where what they do is they heat that air up, and that air is what allows that lift to happen to those balloons. And as they start to move around, all they got to do is let some of that air out, and it will start to come down, add some air with that torch, and it'll go back up. And in Albuquerque, you've got this way that it's called a box, really, in the way that it's built across a mountain, and the higher elevation, the wind goes one way, the lower elevation, it goes the other way. So all they have to do is go this way, add air, it comes back over here, let go of air, and they can just go in circles like this. Well, everybody loves this time of year because everybody feels so great about it, right? And you always have this light feeling, and you get amazing food, burritos, all the stuff. A lot of people don't like that time of year when they're there because they start looking at all the things that happen because everybody that's enjoying the festival. Of course, this happens, like I said, from sunup until about, 8:30. Well, what happens on those days? People go to work. So all of a sudden, you have traffic going nuts. You can't get from left to right. Oh, this street is closed. Why do the cops have this shut down? And there's a lot of people who don't even pay attention to those balloons. You know what they're doing? They're trudging along with their lead balloon in the back. And that's what a lot of people don't realize they're doing. They don't even realize the festival's happening. A lot of people I know that live there, it's just like looking at the mountains. They don't even realize they're there anymore. And, Capp talked about the problems and the worries and the failures of their lives. And they're all inside that balloon. When I think about the red balloon, I think one of the things that you look at is, balloons are beautiful, and a red balloon is usually, I refer to like a Banksy picture where they're always up in the air, just like the thumbnail of this here show. That to me is what a red balloon symbolizes, something that's up. When I think about this, I always look about that lead balloon, that gray black balloon that doesn't fly, that it's not even a ball and chain. It's supposed to be flying, but at one point, just like anything, it was red, ripe, and somebody didn't take care of it, so it became rotten, and now all of a sudden it's dark. Balloons can get pretty big. They're pretty pliable. So if you want to stuff a lot of your problems and issues and things into one of those lead balloons, you can. It will take all of it. It will continue to take it your entire life if that's what you want. But just understand, that's why you keep getting further and further from your goal. That's why you keep feeling like you're tired and you can't get things going. And why can't I catch a break? And man, why is it that every time I turn around and get some momentum, this happens? Well, it's because you've been filling that lead balloon every single day with all your anxious worries, all the things that hit your head that don't have anything to do with how you progress forward or how you obtain your goals. So as you sit there and think about that, a lot of people can't let go of that. They can't let go of that old girlfriend, that old job, or the high school person they used to be. So they don't have anything now that makes them any type of importance or any purpose or gives them any reason to get up and smile about the day. That's what we try to do in here, is when you show up, it gives you a reason to start to smile, to get going, say, man, you know what? It's not so bad. I don't want to think that way. So I always look at people, why can't you let go? Even of the good things sometimes. And they always say it, if you love something, let it go. If it comes back to you, it's yours forever. Right? I say it all the time. Hey, I will sell all this stuff. I don't even want to sell. I told Motion the other day, I'll just give it away. Why? I don't need anything from it. I just am ready to carry less baggage into my future. And the reason being is because the baggage is what holds people back. That's why they won't move their lives. That's why they won't do things. That's why they won't, oh, but I've got this or I've got that. And they realize that baggage isn't the right baggage. It's a trip for the actual trip they're trying to take. They're not using the right size or a TSA compliant, if you will, whatever it might be. It's not going to work for the journey. They don't have enough room there. They have to let some of that stuff go, get some of that thing out. And then all of a sudden you can get under the 50-pound weight limit. And now you can get on your journey. So I'll just leave you with this. Everybody has a lead balloon. Some of them also have a red balloon, because what they found is the more they feed the red balloon, the lighter it gets. And the less they feed the lead balloon, the lighter it gets. So what we want to do is make sure that we do everything we can to feed that red balloon, get rid of that lead balloon back there. Stop putting all your worries and fears. Stop beating yourself up over the things you did say, or should have done and did do. And just realize that what are you going to do from here to fill this instead of that? And maybe you might be able to get up that mountain with a little less ease. So a little more ease. There it is. And he's on mute.
Who's to say, who's to know? We're both on the struggle bus of not speaking English.
Oh my God, I tell you.
Mutant, can't speak English, videos ain't working. I mean, live
Can't
podcast.
form a word.
You just got to absolutely love it. However, I love the perspective, man. You know, it's great to revisit this. We haven't talked about this in a long time. And I know some people have heard it. And I know, like I said at the beginning, there's a lot of our OGs now that come around every single day that haven't heard this perspective before. And maybe this is a thing that really trips your trigger. And, you know, I started kind of thinking about this, and I don't know if I've ever really thought about it in this perspective. And it's kind of your whole red balloon and lead balloon. You know, people can see that balloon, right? Like it's tied onto you. People can see it drifting in the wind. What does that mean? We wear our emotions on our sleeve. I don't care if you say, oh, I wear my emotions on my sleeve or not. Everybody does. You can read it on somebody's face, how they're feeling, where their life is, what's going on. Have a conversation with somebody. Give me 30 seconds and I will tell you what's going on with that person. It's not hard to read people, but you just got to want to be able to do that. You got to want to be able to be present. And how do you be present? How do you stay in that present moment? Get rid of your own lead balloons. Fill up your own red balloons. So when you see other red balloons bouncing around in society, other people who have really figured it out, who are out there shining bright, you can connect. You know, that's why the red balloon kind of floats up there in the crowd, right? Think about that image as well. There's this whole crowd of just dull, gray, nothing, nobodies. And then you look up and there's one little red balloon popping over in the corner. Oh, there's another one over there. And there's another one over there. And that's how all the 1%ers find each other, how they present themselves, how they carry themselves, the precedent that they set. And I started thinking too, you can't have a lead balloon and a red balloon at the same time. You can't be worried and be grateful at the same time. It is literally impossible. George Janko shared it a couple of days ago on that clip, and I've really been thinking about that. And if you haven't, you're out of your mind, because that is one of the most powerful perspectives I've ever had shared with me. It's the same part of the brain. I literally cannot sit here and say, oh, I don't know where Diamond Hand Media Group's going to go and what the hell's going to happen. And is this going to be successful? I don't know. Oh my gosh. And at the same time say, wow, I'm so grateful for Diamond Hand Media Group and Swirl One and Forge and Fuel and everything that we've built and all these amazing humming beans, and coming off of the bi-weekly networking meeting last night where we got to get all up to date and just the energy and the vibes and how grateful I am for that. I literally can't do it. I can't have great gratitude and worry going on at the same time. It doesn't work. So what do you want to tap into? Do you just want to keep tying lead balloons around your belt loops and just fucking trudging through life? You maybe want to cut them off and tie some that are filled with some helium, some pretty balloons. And, you know, every once in a while, maybe you can stick a little pinhole in it. Go, well, hi, everybody. How we doing? And make everybody laugh one time. Who's to say, who's to know? There's a lot of versatility here to this red balloon theory topic, DJ.
You don't want to put a pinhole in your balloon because you know what happens when you do that, right? I'm just going to throw that out there. That's why you don't want to put a pinhole through. I'm just, okay.
Who's say, who's
round,
to know?
Flat.
Who's say, who's
yes. I'm just saying.
Out in the endless vacuum. Yeah, you know.
Yes. So, but I will say this. I love what you just said about walking through the entire crowd and seeing the balloon up there. trust when I tell you, you guys are like me. And if you see a balloon, you're gonna look at it, right? Especially if it's not supposed to be there. If you're walking through the crowd and there's a bunch of business people, and all of a sudden you see a balloon, you're gonna be like, you're gonna think a couple things. One, who is that? Why do they have a balloon? And the other one's gonna be like, why is there a balloon over there? What's going on? It either attracts you or repels you, because hey, it's exactly what I just said. People didn't realize the festival was there and they get mad because somebody's got a balloon. It doesn't matter why they got the balloon. The cool thing is they're actually okay to show their balloon up there. And when Capp said, hey, you're going to see other people that have a balloon, that's what you got to do. Look around for that and you'll find it. You know how? You'll find it when you see people and you say, hey, how you doing? Hey, let me hold the door for you. And they're like, oh, thank you. Right? They got a balloon. You have to notice that. Others, you might go by and you say, hey, how you doing today, sir? And they don't say nothing. Hey, that's okay. Understand they don't have a balloon. That's how you notice right away. And it's those people right away that you might be able to turn around and, hey, how you doing? You good, man? I just want to see you. Hold this door for you. Can I help you find something? Can help you? You know, like we said yesterday, are you somebody that's helpful? Because when you look at people like that, they might just be carrying all their fears, problems, worries, all of that in this balloon, and they're displaying it right there in real time for you. And you are the one that can actually pop that balloon or help to take some of that weight off of them. So if you do the right things, say the right things, connect with the right people, always looking for opportunities, whether they're smiley and bubbly or whether they're the people behind the counter that are just, thanks for noticing me. Let me take your order. You got to understand, we have the opportunity to put helium in anybody's balloon. We just got to be able to share some of that. Hey, you want some of this?
On the same page for fucking sure, man. You know, I started too thinking about the whole balloon festival, and you know, when the balloon festival happens, are you one of the people that grabs your balloon, gets the fuel ready, get ready to and get up in the crowd with everybody and have some fun and show off your balloon and everything that you've been working on? When the bright lights come on, have you been working in the dark, ready to show the world what you've been working on? Or when inevitably the time comes for everyone to show off their balloon, that opportunity that everybody's been waiting on, you just sit there saying, oh, that stupid motherfucker and his balloon again. He ain't ever been a success. His whole family's a failure. Why would he ever be able to fly a balloon? Have you ever spoken anything into existence, or do you just sit around and speak about other people's lives? I don't fall on the latter side of things, but many people do fall on the latter side of things. That's a 99% type of deal. Most people sit around and talk about this or that, or can you believe he did this? You can believe he's trying that, or can you believe she is starting a podcast? When they haven't even spoken anything into existence. They've never created a single thing. They've seen the balloon festival over and over and over again, but they've never got the gumption to make their own damn balloon. They just want to sit in rush hour traffic and bitch about why they can't get to their 9 to 5 instead of living life like a millionaire.
Bro, you have no idea how many people do that. So many people live there, take it for granted, don't ever even go visit it. The whole time it's going on, they're complaining and mad. I remember when I was there, even when I was back there and I didn't think I was ever going to leave this place, I used to say all the time, I was working across the valley because it's in a valley. I'd work across the valley looking at the mountains and I could see them all coming up. And so I would sit there wherever I was working because I never had to deal with any of the traffic. I was on the other side of the city. I could see them up there. And man, I tell you, I would sit there, sip coffee. And it was one of those things where I would give praise to God. I would just give gratitude and be excited that I could see it. And every time I had an opportunity to go, I would go. Now, the reason why I wouldn't go is because, hate to say it, but at the time, my lead balloon was full of, hey, I couldn't make my ends meet. I had financial problems. I had all kinds of credit issues, all kinds of different things I was trying to fix. And so therefore, if I didn't go to work, I was going to have a problem. So I couldn't afford to go. Or if I couldn't afford to go, then I didn't have the time because I couldn't afford not to go to work. So there's a lot of people out there that don't even realize the festival's going on. And then there's people out there that want to be at the festival. It's just going to take some time and some grinding and some working in the dark and breaking of some statues so they can come back and go to the festival anytime they want. And that's where I'm at now. I could go to the festival anytime I want now.
Oh, man. Oh, man. I hope you guys are drawing the lines in between the dots this morning. Oh, man. That's a fire flame right there, Swirl One. I feel like we could keep going down the rabbit hole, but I kind of want to leave it right there because that's a nice little fire cherry on top of the proverbial sharpening session Sunday, if you will. Oh, say that 5 times fast. Oh, sharpening session Sunday, sharpening session Sunday, sharpening session Sunday, sharpening session Sunday, sharpening session Sunday.
Somebody's gonna listen to us on Sunday and be like, "Damn, is this live?"
Are they streaming on Sundays now too? 7 days a week? Whoa, that's crazy.
And I'll be like, "Yeah, it is. It's live."
Hell yeah, you
Prime
better
time.
believe it.
Yes,
Who's to
sir.
say? Who's to know? But that is the return of the red balloon theory, my friends. Maybe at some point in time you get a little too spun out of control. You just close your eyes and you remind yourself being up there on that hill and cutting that string and letting go of that old red balloon filled with all of that bullshit and going enjoying that cabana on that beautiful beach. Who's to say? Who's to know? You gain control by letting go. And what I do know is that we are ready and primed up, juiced up. The old car of perspective has had its oil changed, tires rotated, fueled up, and the injectors are ready to absolutely boost this bitch around the tracks. I'm talking about we got the turbo boosters, dual and cool injected, triple flipped around system. You ain't ever heard of it in your life. It's absolutely fucking bananas. You're going to see this car just start to boom, 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 boom.
And you can tell Cap's not a gearhead. It's okay.
Chill the fuck out, man. Chill the fuck out.
Oh, I love it. It's the greatest thing I just heard. I enjoyed everything you just said. It was outstanding. I'm not even playing. That was great.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. All right. This is about to be the fastest fucking car of change you've ever seen in your life.
That sounded fast as fuck.
Yeah, and it sounded really fast. And I didn't just, because here's the thing. Most everybody out there isn't a fucking gearhead, all right? So I just had to fucking say it as they would understand it. I couldn't just start talking about combustion and had to give it to him in layman's term, right? Who's to know?
It was great.
But this proverbial show car is going to continue to steam and drift around the tracks of change. Oh, drifting around the tracks of change as we get into your second segment of the day. Your reaction refinery. Okie dokie, artichokes, here back live in prime time on episode 634 of Forge and Fuel for your second segment of the day, your reaction refinery. We got 4 clips coming your way. Hope you've had your fingers continue to be crossed all morning long and that our videos are back in action. No problemo. We got some good ones here today. We got a few fellas that not many people know about and a few people that everyone knows about. Who's to say, who's to know? As we begin with the first clip of the second segment of the show, it features a man who goes by the name of Ryan Fisher. That is Fischer, not just an SH. And he is a podcaster, a perspective stirrer, a content creator, a high-level thinker, a 1%er, I would say. And he's here this morning to share some perspective that we talk about from time to time, day to day. He has a little message on what is average.
Is crazy. If you just go on Google and you type in like how much of the population is average, like mediocre, they just live a super average life. It's 90%. So 9 out of 10 people, when you walk outside, there's no sparkle behind their eyes. There's no purpose. There's no nothing that drives them each and every day. There's nothing that excites them. They go to their job, they go home, they watch Netflix, they do whatever it is, they live their life and they think it's great. Or they think that like this is life in general. And I think it's crazy to think that if that's 90%, the only thing that keeps you out of that top 10% is the fact that you just haven't decided that you want to drive all of your energy towards a thing.
Yes.
That's it. It's just that. I'm already in the top 10% because I made a decision to do something. Now, if I want to be a really bad motherfucker, all I have to do is stay consistent. And if I can stay consistent, I'm in the top 1%.
Oh!
Yeah, baby. 1%er nation out here.
Come on. Come on. Tell me that ain't an encapsulation of what we talk about every fucking day.
Every damn day. Man, I don't even got to say that. Drop mic, bro. That guy crushed that.
He said it, and I saw you say average and below, and I said, wait a minute, average and below is 10%. So that's got to be, one's got to start raising his hands above the screen. The average and below, maybe like right here, average and below, and then this is what you got. And then if you stay consistent, this is what you got. You whoa.
best of the worst, worst of the best. What are we talking about here? 1% more will get you way further than you would understand every day. I'm just telling you, the 90%, they have a hard time even giving that just to be average. As a matter of fact, it's everything in their power just to maintain that average. We, my friends, are consistent every day. We show up in here all the time because we, my friends, are the 1%ers. We're going to continue to show up, keep doing the damn thing. When the sky's falling, we're buying the sky. That's what I'm talking about.
Ah! Ooh! You know, I tell you what,
That was badass.
I don't know what I tell you what. That's just, that right there, some fire, flame, fucking heat is what that is. And it does not take much to be a damn dog. Doesn't take much to be a damn dog. Just a little consistent, persistent pursuit of the passion. And you too can get off the porch pissing with the puppies and start to run in the yard with the big dogs. Who's to say, who's to know? Your first clip of the second segment of the show. We steam along into your second clip of the day. This courtesy of DJ Swirl One, baby. Sent me a few clips. He was a little laid over.
I've made, and I'm not waiting for the new year. I'm making a concerted effort to, when I see the things I like, to not just take them in and hit the like, but to send them to you, even if you've already seen them. That way you might find them for the show too. So I've been looking at them. I just haven't been sending them forward. That's my fault. So I'm creating momentum before next year.
Thank you very much. That's really nice. Thank you.
I mean, I appreciate it. That is some great transparency, truthful, real, raw, and openness, honesty right there. I like that, Swirl One. I appreciate the hell out of it because, you know, I be scrolling around a lot trying to find some shit.
I know. I've been missing an opportunity to help you.
Who say who know?
I'm on it.
Well, I certainly appreciate that. Well, thank you for the honesty because, you know, DEEZYY, that motherfucker, I can hardly get through him. He sends me about 32 every day. I'm like, well,
I know. And he got some yesterday too. So I made a concerted effort to include him in that thing too.
Who's to say, who's to know? I got a funny one for you boys after the show. Don't let me forget. Saw it late last night in bed. I usually last 30 minutes of my day, I get into my scrolling again just to kind of find some shit for the next day. Oh my gosh. It is. Oh my. Do not let me forget about this one. DZ, write it down right now, boys. This dude. this is the best.
We won't forget. I got it written down too. Funny video.
One of the best men and women video I've seen in a long time. Good as shit. So that's not what we're talking about here. Second clip of the day. What?
I think it's the one I was thinking about, but keep going. Go ahead.
No, maybe we'll say who's no. However, this morning. No, I found my own. There's a totally different one because you sent me the other one too. There's a totally different one. I found it. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Yeah. All right.
You know how much that costs, bro?
Yeah. Do you know how many? $0. Hey, you want me to tell you how much that cost right there? $0. I'm sorry. $0.
$0. Hey, baby, you was right. $0.
Do you know how much that costs right there? Do you know how much that costs right there? $0. Inside joke, kids. Inside joke. Who's to say? Who's to know?
Shit, bro. I don't care who you are. That's funny.
That's just men are cheap, women are expensive. Who's to say? Who's to know? But
Amen.
before we have anybody,
all right, get back to it. Sorry, go ahead. Clip number 2.
Okay. The second clip of your second segment of the day here on this reaction. Let me give it back over. The second segment of the day here on this reaction Refinery features a young man who goes by the name of Jack Sheridan, Sheridan. And we've actually played one of his clips around here before, but this is a little bit of a different perspective than he usually gives. And this is actually something that I do all the time. And I didn't realize that how effective everything, it plays leaps and bounds into your life when you do this. It makes you a better human being. I do this all the time. I should start putting a damn camera on my chest and start doing this because this right here, this is how I live my life. It's how Swirl lives his life. And if you guys simply just say good morning, maybe your whole life could be different. And I forgot that I have to load the video. So just say good morning and your whole life could be different.
Good morning. Sometimes they don't say good morning back. Sometimes they don't even look at you. Maybe they didn't hear you. Maybe they're having a bad day. All that matters is that you tried. Good morning. I like your glasses. Have a good day. Morning, brother. Let's make it a good day, yeah? Yes, sir.
Have a nice day.
You too, man. You too. Come on. If you can wake up on the bad side of the bed and be mad or sad for no reason, why can't you just wake up on the right side of the bed and be happy for no reason? Morning, brother. Let's have a good day, yeah?
Yeah.
Good morning. We gonna have a good day?
Yeah.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Good morning. I'm good. We gonna have a good day?
Yeah.
Let's get it. If they don't respond, it doesn't matter. The only goal with this is to get you in a better mood and get people around you in a better mood. 99% of the time, the energy that you're putting out is what you're gonna get back. So you might as well just put out the most positive energy. That's the stuff. Starting the day off right.
Everybody's
Awesome.
negative, man. Everybody is negative. 90% of the people are average and negative. To go back to the first clip, it takes absolutely nothing. One thing that was just mind-boggling to me when I first moved up to Chicago, when you walk past the street on somebody, they will do anything in their power to not have to interact with you. They will damn near turn around and start looking at clouds behind them and walking backwards so they don't have to make eye contact with you. And I love those type of people because I used to say, oh, fuck these assholes that fucking all a bunch of assholes around here. When I changed my mindset to I can set the precedent. And now even if they do turn around and start looking at the clouds and say, hey, great morning. Good looking sky up there, huh? Yeah, morning. Cool. I'm skipping along. Next person comes by. Hey, great morning. How's it going, boss man? Shit, I'm doing spectacular. How about you? Oh, I'm doing terrific. Gonna be a good day, ain't it? Shit, I'm already having a good day. I just knocked out the gym. There's this little walkway in between where I park my truck and the entrance of the gym. And there are people always walking there every single time. And some of them just look like they're in such a bad mood. And you just got done working out. You're feeling great. What the hell's happening right now? And they're looking down at their phone or whatever it might be. And every single time I'm in that corridor, I take an opportunity. Hey, great morning. How you doing? Kind of startles them. Oh, I'm doing okay. How about you? I'm doing spectacular. You know, I don't know why God decided to shut off the heat in the old Windy City, but I'll be all right. Bundle up a little bit. We'll keep her pushing. And they laugh. Oh, yeah, you know, I hate this weather. No, I don't hate the weather because that'd be saying I hate God. I don't hate God, but yeah, no, I'm just not a big fan of it right now. We'll just keep bundling up, make it through. And then we go about the day. Hey, have a great day. See you later. You can do that too. And if all you can say is great morning, I bet that changes somebody's perspective because just like I've said over and over again, just like everybody in line at that clerk says, yeah, I'm good. How are you? Good, good. Oh, good, good. Oh, have a good day. You too. Have a good day. You said good 5 times and didn't even really have it. Like good was just the whole, yeah, good, 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 great. That's why I say spectacular, terrific, absolutely fucking fantastic on a Friday. Because nobody says it. What? Huh? Excuse me? What do you mean? How do you want to be seen? And if you simply say great morning when everybody says good morning, I guarantee you people are going to go, great morning. Where'd you get that from? Who's to say, who's to know?
I started using great morning a long time ago. And even one of my ex-girlfriends used to hate it when I would say great morning. Why do you got to say great? I'm like, why isn't it great? And exactly
You're toxically positive.
you have no idea, bro. You have no idea. No idea how much I had to deal with that with my 2 exes that I had. So one of the things that he says in that video is one of my favorite things is if you can be mad and sad and get up with that kind of anxiety for no reason, why can't you just get up and be happy and positive and just, I mean, really, why can't you do it for no reason? It's so easy to go one way. Why can't you just say, you know what? Today, I'm just going to have a good day. I've been telling people, hey, it's a great day to have a good day. And it like snaps them out of reality. Like, wait a minute. It is a good day to have a good day. Yes, it is. And so yesterday, and it's so funny because I do random acts of kindness to people all the time. I don't talk about them all the time, but sometimes I get really funny looks from people. And it's not even if they say anything. It's like the actual interaction that makes it the best. So I show up to the Fargo airport yesterday and I'm trying to get out of there. It's been snowing like crazy. I've got 2 drinks on me, and obviously I can't drink them because I can't take them through the TSA. So one of them, it's brand new. It's a water, and I basically this, and it's sealed. So I leave it inside the car for whoever gets in there to clean the car, because they'll look at it and it'll be hard to throw it away because it'll be like brand new, and they'll look at, oh well, and now all of a sudden they've got a bottle of water, right? So they don't even know where it came from. It's a gift from the gods, you know what I mean? So then I walk inside, and I had a Celsius, and I was gonna drink it, but I was like, I just got to get through that, whatever. He was like, I'm gonna give this to somebody. So I started looking around, and there was this big tall dude over there, and he was kind of being a little to everybody, but I could tell he worked there. And so I literally walked around like, you know what? How am I going to do this? I was like, you know what? Just do this. I walked right up. I said, hey, tink, put it right there. I said, he looked at me, looked at this, looked at me, looked at this. He didn't know what to smile or to shake his head or whatever. And I just said, turned around and walked off. And I never turned around to see what happened. But the look on his face is, why the hell are you putting that right here in front of me? But you could tell he recognized it. You could tell it wasn't like I really like those. Why is that? Wait a minute. Why is that coming from you? Kind of, hey, I just did something and something happened. So saying good morning, saying things are great. How are you? All that. Take people off their game. Do something out of the norm. Don't be the same that everybody in line was saying as they come up. Because the first thing they're thinking is this is really NPC conversation. Can I take your order? Yeah, I want a double mocha latte, whatever. Okay, great. Here's this. Okay, do you want?
You can really tell Swirl's not a coffee fanatic.
Thank God, dude. Thank God. I don't even know how to order anything other than an Americano. And I heard that's all I know how to order. And from what I understand, it's just espresso and water. So anyway, but to that point, if you're different in line, you're going to stand out, and everybody's going to see your red balloon over everybody else while you're right up front. Oh, I'm the same way. That's right.
I didn't move my coffee pot in here yet. I'm not going to lie. On one of my former shows, I had a co-host who did that. He moved his coffee pot into the showroom so we could just keep going on and rocking and rolling, pouring up cups. So
you could get a carafe that has a top on it. That way you can just kind of fill it while you're sitting there.
That's a genius idea.
You were just saying that? I'm thinking I'm just going to get a carafe. And then you said it and I just verbalized it. So there you go. You and I are probably going to go today and try to find one, because I think it's a great idea.
What, 10, 15 bucks on Amazon?
Maybe.
I mean, come on.
You can have it by tomorrow morning. Be ready for
overnight free Prime delivery. Woo!
Surprise, motherfucker.
Not an ad. That is not an ad.
That is not an ad. It's just a great idea.
Just a free plug. Who's to know? However, there's your second segment. Nope, second clip of the second segment of the show. Just say good morning.
Jared Albright's coffee order, dude. You can tell he's a coffee guy.
Just foam, no juice, add raw sugar. I really like a nice dry cappuccino. Just foam, no juice, add raw sugar, and watch it sink down to the espresso. Oh, fuck. I'm not gonna lie. I love me some foo-foo coffee from time to time.
Bro, it's like a macchiato or whatever the hell they call them, bro.
Yeah, caramel macchiato, bro. Come on.
I don't fucking know, dude.
And it better be whole milk. Don't you be putting none of that soy shit in my shit that be turning the frogs gay. I don't need that shit. People ask me how I'm doing. I like to respond like grandma's cookies. Always good.
I like that. Shout out Angel SD. Let's go. That's good shit right there.
Hell yeah. Fire Flame Heat. Shout out DEEZYY. Shout out Motion. Live in Prime.
Yeah, shout out Motion. Motion's the man, dude. I'm telling you.
Hey, man. Big shout out to Motion.
Love Motion, man.
I saw some stuff that was going on yesterday. Shout out to Motion. Well, my friends, there's your second clip of the second segment of the show. Time to get into your third clip here this morning. And this one features two men. Two men you may love, two men you may hate. Why may you love them? Well, maybe they've carried your fantasy football team straight to the playoffs. Maybe they're on your favorite football team, the Philadelphia Squeagles. Maybe you hate them because they're on the team you hate, the Philadelphia Squeagles. Maybe you like those Dallas Cowgirls. And maybe you hate them because you've been playing against them all year and you couldn't get them in your fantasy draft, and them damn sons of bitches. Anyhow, well, either way, however you feel about one Jalen Hurts and one Mr. Saquon Barkley, they're here this morning to ask us, are you fearless?
Yes, sir. Hey, you think you fearless? Fearless? Yeah. Absolutely. You got some shit you're gonna worry about, but you have to check yourself. Yeah. You're either gonna pray or you're gonna worry. You can't do both. God got it. God know I work too. Shouldn't be the fear when you already put the work in. I come ready.
Amen. Oh, I say it all the time. That's why when I pray, I hate to say it, I might cuss a little bit, but God knows. Like, I'm gonna just tell you, God knows I've been putting this work in wherever I'm at. I'm trying to get as much as I can of the positive energy thrown out there, and God's realizing it. It's like a big radio frequency directly up there. So I don't worry about things. I say it all the time. I'm not worried about it. I know where I'm going. And people are like, what do you mean? I know where I'm going. At the end result of all of this, if everything goes completely, I wouldn't even call it bad, but if today's the day, buddy, I know where I'm going. It's all good. I'll be smiling by the end of it all. Trust when I tell you, it's not going to be a bad thing. So I always look at it as I do come ready. I wake up ready every day. I always say, hey, why am I having such a great day? I might die tomorrow. I might die today. People are like, oh my God, no, it's not a morbid thought. It's, why would I waste today? Why would I waste the only opportunity I have to make any type of change or make any type of difference? And that's right now.
Yeah. Heard this thought from Dry Creek. I can't ever say his damn name. Dry Creek Dwayne, because he's got a Dwayne. That's why I always Queek. A nice little Queek. Heard this from him the other day. Imagine this image of God sitting up on the throne, looking down and saying, yeah, but he just don't give up. You watch him. Hey, Gabriel, come here. $50 bet. Come here. You ready? Hey, you think old Colt's gonna give up? Hey, you think he, come on, $50 bet. Come on, I'll take it right now. Come on, I'll take that money. That son of a gun don't give up. You heard him? Come on, give it to me. Don't you want that? Do you want that visual of your God saying, yeah, I know. Hey, this is my good and faithful servant. You watch him. This is my horse in the race. You watch him right now. He's in the dark valley, and he keeps talking to me. I know he's going to make it through. Would you rather, look at another one in the dark valley who keeps not reaching out to me? Another one who keeps turning his back, a sheep that I just want to bring back into my flock, and yet they just keep walking out into greener pastures. I know which side I sit on. And I know where I'm ultimately going. And that's all. That's my destination. That's my reward. Well done, good and faithful servant. That's all I'm going after in this life. And if I happen to achieve a thing or two along the way and get that barn dough and get a supercar or two, or get a old school muscle car or two, and do some things that I've really wanted to do my entire life, and see some places in this world that I really wanted to see my entire life, awesome. That's just a benefit. That's a perk. But I'm not going to stop doing what I do every day just because I don't get to see Venice, Italy. Just because I don't get to throw my mom on a private jet and roll out to the Hamptons for a weekend, which you better believe that's why I'm working my ass off for a lot of this shit. I still would love to be able to do that, but it's not going to make my life worse or bad or better or great or not. I'm still going to show up every single day because I am fearless. I am fearless. And I just show up every day and work. I ain't afraid of no work. Who's to say, who's to know? Throw on the old overalls, toss on the work boots. Let's get back to it, boys. Yee-hee! There's your third clip of the day. Shout out Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley. Got one more coming at you. Straight your way. And this man has been on this show quite a few times. This might be his 5th, 6th, 7th appearance. I don't even know. He goes by the name of Brian Tracy, one of DJ Swirl One's favorites. If you listen, maybe Swirl One takes some of his thoughts and formulates and puts them into some of his own thoughts. Who's to say? Who's to know? But here this morning, Mr. Tracy, here to tell us why we should fail fast.
Focus and fail fast. Focus and fail fast. Learn quickly. Try something new. Is the faster you fail and learn, the faster you succeed. You actually learn to succeed by failing. If you want to increase your rate of success, you must double your rate of failure, because success lies on the far side of failure.
Oh, I need that one more time. That's too good.
Focus and fail fast. Focus and fail fast. Learn quickly. Try something new. Is the faster you fail and learn, the faster you succeed. You actually learn to succeed by failing. If you want to increase your rate of success, you must double your rate of failure, because success lies on the far side of failure.
Oh,
Bro, that's why the 10X theory is such a big deal. Shout out Grant Cardone. That's what that whole theory of 10X is we literally been talking about being average all day long. 90% of the world. Well, just think about this. In your workforce, as you're looking around, everybody that's in, maybe you have 10 people on your team, 9 of them are average. And if you can't find the one that's the super one, you are that one. Let me just tell you, because that's how it looks when you're looking around. And that 10X theory is all about this. Do 10 times the work and you're going to get 10 times the effort of that back to you later. Most people don't even put 1 times the work. They just do what it takes to be average. But if you do 10 times those calls, 10 times the door knocking, 10 times the reps, you're going to end up above average. That's what it is. That's what the whole 10X theory is. You replicate your failures over and over again, and you increase the rate of failure, because what happens is you become like Thomas Edison, and you realize that, hey, all of a sudden, you know 2,000 ways not to create a light bulb, but you found the one way that works.
Fail fast, fail often, and focus, right? Fail fast, fail often, focus. If you just focus on a goal, on a singular task, on a singular objective, you just keep trying. Just keep trying. Just keep trying. Just keep trying. You're going to fail, but is it a failure or a brand new chance to flourish? Just a brand new way. You found that it didn't work, and now you can apply what didn't work to what might work. We don't know. Who's to say, who's to know? Probably won't work, but I'm going to try it anyway. The only way you don't win the race is if you don't get out of the pits and start going around the track. The only way you don't get the girl is if you don't approach her and ask her on a date. The only way you don't get the client is if you don't start marketing your business and throwing out cold calls. The only way you climb the fucking mountain is by climbing the fucking mountain. Who's to say, who's to know? Hey! There's your second segment of this fine morning program. Episode 634's Reaction Refinery is officially done and dusted. Shout out to Ryan Fisher, Jack Sheridan, Jalen Hurts, and Saquon Barkley, and Brian Tracy. One time for the one time. Hella perspective right there, fellas. We appreciate the hell out of you. Well, my friends, it's time to get off the proverbial showboat. We have left the train long back at the station, and now it is time to get on to the proverbial perspective plane and begin to soar through the skies of change and pick up a few extra passengers along the way. My friends, you might notice it's pretty fucking flat out of both sides of this, aircraft bay. Either way, it's time to get into the third segment of the day where we connect with you, the live viewer. So if you got something burning on the brain, melting on the heart, festering on the soul, whether you're on X, YouTube, or Rumble, now is your time to drop it in the chat if you haven't already. Whether it's a question, whether it's some perspective, or something in between, we'll shift up and throw it on the screen as we get into your final segment of the day. Yao Ming, your answers from the Anvil. Yao Ming! Here we are live in prime time. Ain't got a lot of rings for the final segment of the day. Your answers from the Anvil, baby. If you don't know, you won't know. But this is where we connect with you, the live viewer. You can also send emails to the show. You'll see it down in this ticker. If you want to be a little more windy or a little more anonymous, you can send it to askfnf. That is ASKF, the letter NF, at thedhmgroup.io. However, it's going to be full transparency. I haven't checked the email in a couple of days. I'll probably do that. Maybe some people have been sending some stuff in. Sorry, I've been busy on some other shit. I just realized I hadn't done that.
We've had some full transparency on this show today.
Hey, we just real raw and open. That's a super soldier's job. Real raw and open. Who's to know? What is it in the old Diamond Hand Creed? I will be honest, truthful, and transparent in all my interactions. Yeah, here we are right now, live in prime time. So, my friends, we're obviously hyped up. We've been feeling good. Now, let's see how you're feeling. See what you got burning on the brain, melting on the heart, festering on the soul. DEEZYY. Throw us up and throw them out, my guy. Who we got live in primetime? Little Swirl One live from the Bamboo Forest. Out there one time. Great morning, LF GAC. You better believe it. We're both rocking, repping today. Who's to say, who's to know? And I got it backwards, baby. And you may not know, but this right here is a 1 of 1. Actually, a 7 of 10 GAC Vegas, bitches. And I got a DJ Swirl One signature. Whoo! What your pussy ass got? You ain't got that, chicken sucker. Ooh, wait. 7 of 10. You know, 7's my lucky number too. And I wouldn't have got this fucking hat if my old boy, Where's My Cat? Oh, dude. Shout out to dude, man. I miss me some dude. Wouldn't have been walking down that hallway in that mansion and saw me all fuckered up over there and said, hey, you got anything, GAC? I said, oh, man, I'm just chilling. You give it to everybody else. I'm feeling the vibe. He said, hell no, you take this. Took the hat off his head, gave it right to me. I said, whoa, all right, let's fucking go. And haven't lost it yet. Don't plan to lose it. This bad boy right here. And even DJ Swirl One, he glued this on with his own doggone fingers. He put this whole hat together by himself. I'm telling you what, this hat's pretty special. But we ain't talking about the hat. We're talking about what you guys got to say. Sorry, I'm just hyped up for the GACs. Bang, bang. What else we got here, DEEZYY? Delta 24, a.k.a. Aunt Donnie. Great morning, Swirl F&F peeps. First 2 in the chat this morning. Look at you, Aunt Donnie, beating everybody live in primetime. Can't wait to see you tomorrow. Jeff Damascus Oglesby, GM. Great morning, Mr. Oglesby. Hope you're having a great start to the day. I know you're pushing that PLP, baby. Mrs. Metal, with her usual check-in. Her usual morning perspective. She had some great perspective last night, too. Great morning, fam. Happy Fun Friday. Today's reminder is to pay attention to the seeds you're watering in your life and protect your fire so you can focus inwardly so you can regenerate externally. Oh, shit! Hey, you should write a book. You should go back and go all of these perspectives you've laid out on the 3rd segment of the show. And I'm telling you what, I bet that'd be a pretty good book. I don't know. You got some pretty good things rolling around your brain from time to time, young lady. Shout out to Mrs. Metal. We appreciate you. 1/2 of those metal crazies. Who else we got out there, D's? Mama Capp live in the building, currently making her way, well, soon, probably about a half hour or so, because they got a late check-in. Mama Capp currently making her way to me. Whoo, I get to spend a weekend with Mama Capp and GP. Oh, I know y'all are jealous. It's all right. Don't worry. It's okay.
Don't be jealous. It's okay.
I'll post plenty of pictures. I know y'all love to be here with all of us, too. I understand. Great morning, Mama Bear. We love you. Appreciate you being in the chat. Jared Albright, live in prime time. Great morning, Diamond Ganders. You know, like the geese, right?
Gaggle of geese. Ganders.
A bunch of gaggle of geese, the old Diamond Ganders. Thank Grandpa it's Friday. For real. See, he can spell Grandpa right, but he can't spell hand right. What type of shit is that? Did the Diamond Hand fam just bump down a notch? What's going on around here? It's just ridiculous. It ain't even that hard to spell. What the fuck? Shout out, Jerry. We love you, man. Appreciate you being live in primetime. And last night, fucking PD Pablo took his shirt off way around the head like a helicopter.
Bro, I was proud of that dude. Was looking just toned up. Just,
boom. He started banging on his chest like a fucking gorilla.
Yeah.
Like, what the?
I was like,
the whole packs and everything. I was like, damn, son,
shoulders like boulders and.
I gotta go to the gym. Hey, meeting's adjourned. I'm going back to the gym. What the hell's going on around here? Shout out Jared Albright, crushing the damn game right now. The beautiful Bella Rossi, aka Mama Snow, aka Wable Snow. Great morning, Mama Snow. We love you. Appreciate you tuning in live in prime time. Fantastic morning, everyone. She says, right back to you, Mama Snow. There she is, the queen. Roll out the red carpet. Grammy P, GP in the building. Great morning, fam. Let's crush the day. Spread that PLP. Blessings to all. Blessings to you, GP. Can't wait to see you in a couple of hours. Appreciate you. Nick's Travel Vlogs, my man, yo guy, the one and only. How you doing? Shout out, Nicky boy. Hope you're having a fantastic start to your day. GM, everyone, says Mr. Small Time. Give me that crush the day. I was hoping he put it right behind there. Shout out to our nation's capital connection. We appreciate the hell out of you and all of you beautiful family. Angel SD, speaking of a beautiful family, we got to meet more of his fam last night. Great morning, Diamond Hand fam. Thank Grandpa it's Friday. You better believe it, baby. Rocket on the chest. Shout out, Mr. SD. We appreciate the hell out of you, baby. What a great guy. What a great fucking guy. Oh, speaking of great guys, man, we just
him too.
amazing humming beings around here. GM fam says Mr. Metal Crazy, the other half of the Metal Crazies. Let's shine so damn bright today that they have to wear their best shades to even see us. Oh, I agree. I concur. I'm on the same page. I'm shining so damn bright. I'm fucking ready. Shout out, Mr. Metal. We appreciate you. Slug Boog, a little bug of the slug variety. Morning all. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you. Hope you and all the little ones running around are having a great start to the day. Shout out, young lady. We appreciate you. What else we got out there, D's? Oh, a back-to-back Slug Boog. You made the tire squeal sound as I was turning. That was perfect, LOL. My goal today is to just smile at and wave to as many people as I can. Just because. Why not? Smiles can be contagious. Absolutely. A lady did that to me at a stoplight the other day, and it made my day. IDKY, it just did. Well, that reminds me of the story of the man who was walking with a note in his pocket to go jump off the bridge that said, if one person smiles at me, I won't do it. You don't know the backstory. You don't know where somebody's at. You don't know how a simple could change somebody's entire life. It might not change the entire world, but it could change their whole world. Who's to know? Shout out Slugbug. Great perspective on that one right there. Brian Live Dog Livingston. Shout out Doggy GM Diamond Handers GM to you, good sir. Hope you're having a fantastic start to the day up there in New Jersey. Glad you haven't got abducted by no drones yet. Shane Harper, Mr. Motion. Great morning, fam. Shout out to you. Hope you're having a fantastic start to the day. Getting done slanging a little lightweight, baby. RFC 8. What? RFC. Man, English is hard this morning. RFHC Live. Our friends over at Radio Free Hub City Live. Mr. Ken Buckler says, been doing a lot of reflecting last night and this morning. I'm so grateful for this family. This positivity and motivation is exactly what I need in so many ways I don't even think about. Shout out to you, Ken. And you help us in so many ways that we don't even think about. Next thing you know, there's a post out there that said, what's happening? I didn't know about that. I should probably do some more research on that. Shout out to you, Mr. Ken Buckler, our favorite red pill yahoo in the whole wide world, and the beautiful Miss BB over there at Radio Free Hub City. Check them out if you haven't already. They've been doing some shit. What? 1,400% growth? You should have heard what he was
badass, I gotta say.
You should have heard what this guy was talking about last night. Busted open the books, told us all the numbers behind the scenes. Oh my God. Radio Free Hub City's out here going, giving me a little bit of competition. He said, yeah, chicken sucker, you better be right here. I said, I'm on your ass, sea bass. You know, we have a little fun too. We're building our businesses. We little friendly jab here and there, a little competition everywhere. I like that. That makes me just get up every day, push my toes, and keep going.
Me too.
Shout out to all you beautiful human beings, man. We appreciate all you getting live in the chat. As a reminder, if you don't know, you won't know, but you can get in the chat on X, on YouTube, on Rumble, or you can send an email to the show to askfnf@thedhmgroup.io, ASKF, the letter N, F at thedhmgroup.io, and we will pop it up on the third segment of every single show. But speaking of, that is your third segment of the day. Shout out to all you beautiful humming beings, live in prime time, starting your day the right way here at Forge and Fuel, baby. But it's time to wrap this sucker up for the day. We're 33 minutes after the top of the hour, not even 10 o'clock on the East Coast, and we've had a full doggone day. We've done some laughing, we've done some crying, we've done some thinking. Actually, speaking of, now that the videos are working, why don't we finish off with this morning laugh, and then we'll get all of our reminders, because this really hit. Yep. All right, here we go. Crystalia coming back in for the morning laugh to wrap us up.
On Southwest Airlines, they're fat people, they get the fucking extra seat for free now. They won. They won. They fucking won. Ding, 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 ding. Yay, winner. That's what fucking happened, dude. They kept stuffing their fucking faces. They got too fat, and then the airlines caved. They were just like, all right, just give them a fucking another seat, dude. You can't charge them. You know who they're charging? Us! The money doesn't go away. Someone has to pay it. It's going to be more expensive for us now. I'm out there jogging, running, lifting weights, keeping fit. I got to pay more for the seat because fucking ding, 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 ding. I get free seats. What's next? You get 2 free seats, 3 free seats. You're gonna have a big fat guy with his own plane? Fuck it. And for everyone else, fucking tickets are gonna be $7 million for everyone else. You're gonna get so fat you're gonna have to learn how to fly the plane because the pilot's gonna have the seat. It says, give me your seat too. Oh, I get my own plane. Fuck. I won. I just get up there, eat the plane. Fucking. Oh, this has got out of hand. You know what? I'm gonna post this. I can't wait to see the fucking comments under this one.
Oh, oh, I love his style. He does that where he slaps the mic and just oh, Crystalia is one of a kind. Shout out Crystalia. Glad those videos ended up working there one time for the one time. But my friends, finished a little backwards. Finished how we usually start. Who's to say, who's to know? But we still got a regular finish to get through. So let's begin wrapping this thing up the only way we know how. Work on flipping the old open sign to close and going and crushing this Friday. Without further ado, we check back in with the man on the opposite side of the screen, DJ Swirl One. Any final thoughts, closing comments, reminders, perspectives, anything in between for episode 634?
I would just ask everybody to be very safe. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are traveling this weekend. So no matter where you go, hey, stay present. Keep your eyes on the road. Don't text and drive. All those things that keep you safe so you can arrive at your location safely and see those loved ones and appreciate this holiday season. No matter what holiday that you are celebrating, we appreciate you being with us over this season, hanging out with us. If you wouldn't mind sharing the show, that would be outstanding. We would really appreciate that. And above and beyond that, tonight, if you've got some time, hop on over to the country club. We got us a little party going on. We're going to be live on Spaces. We're going to be doing a bunch of different things that'll get everybody pumped up and jazzed for the weekend. So I will be ready. You can be ready if you want to be there. Twitch stream, maybe at the Greens VC. And we'll go ahead and start kicking off tonight at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern side of things. And then we will continue on into that DJ party about 30 minutes after the space happens. So you've been warned. You've been told. Set your notifications. And I promise you, it will be a barn burner as we head into this weekend. My friends, my name is Swirl One. So excited to be here. Thank you so much for showing all of your love as you put yourself in the chat. You hit that like button, that repost, or whatever it might be. We'll be back here on Monday to hang out with you once again. Cap, close us out, buddy.
Shout out Swirl One. Appreciate you, my guy. Thanks for all the perspectives, all the energy, your insights, all the good stuff all morning long. Have a fantastic Friday because you, sir, deserve it. As for all you beautiful human beings out there, you deserve it as well. Hope you have a fantabulous rest of your Friday, unless you have any other plans. Nothing major to remind you of. Swirl One told you about TGIF GAC Spaces, DJ Swirl One's dance party a little later on. If you didn't watch Decoding the Divide this week with Ari, hell of a fucking show. You should probably go check that out. If you want to get in the gateway, start your journey today, your 7-day free trial. You missed the networking meeting last night, but you can go back and watch the recording. Also, if you're an OG, you can go back and watch it as well. And start a little mental growth, a little financial growth, a little physical growth, maybe invest better, maybe start that business, maybe become a better dad, a better son, a better father, a better mother, a better sister, a better brother. Who's to say, who's to know? We might have a few things going on around the old Diamond Hand fam. You can get yourself a little show swag. Maybe you want to rep the show. Maybe you want to rep GACC, DHMG. You can find both of those merch stores down in this episode's description, along with all things pertinent to Diamond Hand Media Group, our website, our socials, everything in between, located in this episode's description. Also in the link of the bio of all of our social media platforms. Outside of that, one final thing we humbly ask, if you could hit a subscribe. Maybe turn on a notification bell so you don't miss any live shows or any other content. Maybe you could leave a like. Maybe if you're on X, you could repost, maybe quote post. Maybe you can make your own clip. We love that. Just don't be a host. Tag the show. We'll put it out on our timeline. You know, maybe if you see a clip we put out, maybe you could repost it yourself. Maybe you could leave us a rating. Maybe you could give us another follow. Honestly, just smash the absolute shit out of whatever buttons you see on your screen and help us grow every single day. Nah, mean. My friends, Before I officially give you your 3 reminders and we wrap up for the day, we've given a lot of praise, a lot of glory to the Most High this week. And I just opened up my book, little 101 Prayers for Men. And the title of the day is All for God's Glory. So I thought, why not wrap up in a little different way today, my friends, if you wouldn't mind joining me in prayer. Father, so many needs are grabbing at my attention. My job and family require time and energy, but I need room for friends, church, and personal goals as well. As I devote myself to all these people and tasks, I want to grow closer to you through it all. As I go about my activities today, enter into every moment with me. Let me work and rest, care and serve with the help of your Spirit to give you the glory. Give the wisdom and direction I need to set my priorities for the relationships and responsibilities that fill my schedule. Show me when to say yes and when to say no to the opportunities that come my way. Teach me to worship you in all I do. Amen. Yeah. That's pretty good one right there. Who's to say, who's to know? But that is this morning's show. Episode 634 is officially a wrap. Paper or plastic? The bow has been tied on that summer beach. So all that's left to do is to remind each and every one of you that number one, even a 2-year-old can make an excuse.
What?
Number two, even a dead fish can go with the flow.
What?
And number three, being that this here show is a member of the Diamond Hand Media Group, I ask you keep in mind that DHMG, we don't only HOLD,
What?
we hold each other up. And right now is one hell of a time to flex those diamond hands. Shut up! To each and every one of you flexing those diamond hands on a day in and day out, night in and night out basis. We appreciate you from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you for spending this Friday and this week with us here at Forge and Fuel. Thank you for investing your most important asset, your time here with us. We'll continue to pay back that investment to you, give you a little high quality ROI by showing up every day on the consistent, persistent pursuit of our passions and being right by your side while you pursue yours. Speaking of pursuing, as you close the door of this week and enter into the hallway of the weekend, maybe you could think about leaving those trials and tribulations from this week at the doorway and maybe pursue a few triumphs one time for the one time. Maybe stop trying to use your weekends to escape the life you're currently living and maybe start using them to build the life you've been dreaming about. Not for me, my friends, but for thee. Outside of that, for our Mr. Producer, Derek DEEZY Snow Deezy in the building. Shout out if you don't know, you won't know. For the co-host with the mo-host, the one and the only with an emphasis on the one, DJ Swirl One, and yours truly, your host of this fine morning program, Forge and Fuel. My name is Colton Capp Swirl, and I can't thank you enough. We can't thank you enough for stopping by, starting your day the right way here at Forge and Fuel, baby. We'll see you same time, same place on Monday. Have a wonderful weekend. Unless you have any other plans, we'll see you in a Discord, in a VC, in a group chat, in the gateway, hell, wherever, baby, that you're on the pursuit of your passions. But for right now, my friends, until we cross paths again, we bid thee adieu, and we say unto you, peace and love.